welcome back everyone once again to the Diecast Dude Racing Network. It's Group 3 of the Summer Rally Series. Up first tonight will be Blue Line Racing driving the number 2 Lancer Evolution. They're weighing in at 98 grams tonight, and they'll be going up against the number 24 seed Captain Rick and the number 767. He's driving the Ford Mach-E. He's a lot lighter at 59 grams. That's how they qualified, and they're up first. It's a best of 3 race tonight. The winner of that will be moving on to the next round. It is Blue Line Racing and Captain Rick up first in the Diecast Dude Racing Summer Rally Series. Blue Line Racing will be on the inside. In the number 2 Lancer Evolution, Captain Rick, the 24 seed, will be on the outside. Already a huge advantage going to Blue Line Racing as they make it down into the divided 180. A lot of speed. Captain Rick's still back there, but he's fading fast. Let's see how Blue Line does on the jump. It's executed perfectly, and there's a lot of speed coming through the canyon, and this is a super fast run. My goodness. See Captain Rick back there right here, and here he comes, Captain Rick to the finish line, but he can't do anything about that 16.842, a new track record for Blue Line Racing. My goodness, that Lancer Evolution put down a huge time. I don't know that anyone is going to be able to beat that one. We'll see as we move through the tournament. Captain Rick in second. He dropped to 22 seconds. That wasn't going to be good enough anyway. Let's take a look at this run, and it is a flawless execution. Great jump, tips the nose just a little bit, but he's perfect around the turn, and he takes the outside of that open 180 just fine into the canyon, full head of steam, and nothing stopping him. My goodness, 16-second run. And then once again, a new track record here at Brick Mountain Speedway. We see Captain Rick here. He comes into the finish line in second. At 22 seconds is nothing. A full 6 seconds behind Blue Line Racing at 16.842. Wow, it's going to be tough to beat that one. It's race 2. Blue Line's going to be on the outside. Captain Rick, he'll be on the inside, and he'll need to be doing something special here, because that was a lightning quick run. And here's Blue Line right back at it again, the number 2 Lancer Evolution around the divided 180 and into the split. Let's see how he handles the jump. He handles the jump well and into the open 180 down through the canyon. And again, a lot of speed once again. A 17.404, that might have been a track record too. 2 super fast times, he only needs 1. And Captain Rick leaves it on its top right there out of the jump. Not enough to deal with Blue Line Racing. They'll be moving on in that number 2 Lancer Evolution with 2 lightning quick times. And they have put a word out to Outlaw. They are in it for business. Up next today, it's going to be a nice matchup, one we've been looking forward to. Red Pill Racing in that Jaguar I-Pace car. He's going to be going up against Farrell Patrick in the Lancer Evolution. We've been following this Lancer Evolution Jaguar matchup so far. Just take out all the cones while you're on your way up to the start gate here. For our second group, Red Pill will be on the inside in the orange Jaguar. Farrell Patrick, he's going to be on the outside, that number 43 Lancer Evolution. And again, this is our second matchup, and we want to see if the Lancer Evolution can get any get-backs from that first matchup. And here they go through the divided 180. Boy, my goodness, Red Pill with a huge advantage. Tumbles, rolls, cartwheels across the jump and sticks it, slowing down just a little bit. Farrell Patrick's still up there, and race 1 is going to go to Red Pill. I did not see Farrell Patrick make it off that jump. Let's see what Red Pill did here. He puts down a nice time, 19.148. There's Farrell Patrick leaving it straight up and down on the turn. He made it through the jump, but couldn't finish the turn. Let's take a look at Red Pill here, and he bobbles this one. Cartwheels, barrel rolls, gets it back straight, and there's Farrell Patrick. Gets the rear end hung up on the guardrail, and he leaves it up in the turn. Red Pill on his way to the finish line, and he takes lap 1 with a very nice time of 19.148. Farrell Patrick, he'll have a shot at the inside lane in the number 43 Lancer Evolution. He'll need to do something to get it even with Red Pill Racing, and once again, that Jaguar showing that it's got what it takes to compete with these Evos. So far, we've seen across the Diecast community, these Lancer Evolutions dominate these rally events, but hey, there just might be a new sheriff in town as Red Pill with that Jaguar into the chicanes, takes it into the divide and approaches the jump and handles that jump very well, gets into the open 180, and Red Pill on his way as Farrell Patrick is stalled out, and it's over. Another sweep of the Lancer Evolution. And yes, there is a new sheriff in town, and it is that Jaguar I-Pace. And they are 2-0 in head-to-head competition with that Evo. Red Pill takes it to the finish line. Farrell Patrick leaves it on the track. He goes 0 for 2. Better luck next time. And my goodness, Red Pill Racing with a 19.091. He'll take that into the next round. Up next for our third matchup is going to feature a guest driver for that Arlo Racing team. I think it's Steve Diecast, but we're going to go with Stevie J in that number 69 Audi Quattro. And they'll be going up against another fan favorite, Lily the Dog, in that K9 Ford Sierra Cosworth. Beautiful rides, purple all around. We got Homer Simpson on the front hood. Man, going with that theme from last year, that Dunkin' Donuts. If we remember, Arlo was in the Ford Cosworth, the Dunkin' Donut Ford Cosworth. This year, he goes with the Audi Quattro, and he's got it into the chicane, down into the split. Let's see how that Quattro runs through the air. And he runs it onto his top, and here comes Lily the Dog. Lily the Dog loses all of her speed as she runs right into Stevie J. And I don't think that, Lily, not enough power to get down to the finish line, and it's going to be a double DNF here in our third matchup of the night. Stevie J upside down, and man, you can't just have a car built by Arlo, you've got to drive it too. And he leaves it on its roof, and I'm sure he's going to be getting a call in his ear any moment now from that racing team as they want to see a little better out of that driver. We'll go with lap number 1 once again. Stevie J once again gets out to the early lead. Lily the Dog back there in that Ford Cosworth as they approach the split. Here comes Stevie J. How does he handle the jump this time? Handles the jump very well this time. Gets squirrely and is into the guardrail barrier. Lily the Dog on her way down to the finish line. She has enough speed this time, and it's gonna be a victory for Lily the Dog and that team. My goodness, the upset alert is on for that Arlo Racing team and Stevie J as they can't get it done with a redo of lap 1. Taking a look, let's see, my goodness, that was a huge shot by Stevie J with that Audi Quattro. Man, gets the lead early, handles the jump just fine, and just gets too squirrely. My goodness, oh, watch out. And right into the guardrail. Hold on one second, I got something for that. Here, copy, paste, do this, and drop this, and hold on one second, I got something for that. And here comes the Dog, I'm gonna drive him, and boom. Dog! Funny stuff right there. And Lily the Dog to the finish line. And she's got the upset in lap number 1, and she has got that Arlo Racing team on upset alert, the number 22 team, going up against that number 11 seed. It is 1-0 at 22.779. Slow, yes, but a win is a win. And on the bubble right now, Stevie J in the outside lane, driving for that Arlo Racing team in the number 69 Audi Quattro. Gets the early lead again, and that's no surprise. That car has gotten out to their early lead all 3 times so far. As here comes Lily the Dog right behind. And Lily the Dog going for it. And Stevie J gets the jump. Lily the Dog leaves it on the top. And here comes Stevie J to the finish line. And Stevie J gets a win and puts this one all tied up 1-1. And Stevie J needed that for sure. Didn't have enough power to get off that ramp, but Stevie J leaves it right there and gets an all-important series-tying win. Lily the Dog left it upside down exactly where Stevie J just left it a lap or 2 before. Both cars giving it everything they've got, leaving nothing And it is a 1-1 tie going into race number 3, the 19512. Good enough for Stevie J driving for Arlo Racing. And they'll be back on the outside for race number 3, a rare race 3. We haven't seen too many race 3s so far in this round, but here we are, race 3, as Stevie J gets the divided 180. We'll keep the camera on them as they get to the split. And approaching the jump, here comes Stevie J. Stevie J handles that jump just fine, and through the open 180, Lily the dog still back there, but not going to have enough, and Stevie J completes the comeback, winning 2-1. Lily the dog, she gets to the finish line as well, but it is not going to be enough for that Ford Cosworth, and the Arlo Racing team comes through again with the guest driver. This time takes the jump across the finish line and handles it. Stevie J winning 2-1 over Lily the dog in our third matchup of the night. And Stevie J moving on with some of the big dogs into the next round, and surely got a lot of advice from Arlo and that team. Up next for our final matchup will feature Sneaky Bob. He'll be in the number 21 Lancer Evolution. He'll be going up against Sam Hall in that number 6 Ferrari. They'll be weighing 84 grams, two beautiful looking machines. Our final matchup of the day features the number 12 car, number 12 seed versus the number 21 seed. So Sneaky Bob, he'll be on the inside, Sam Hall on the outside. They're down and away for lap 1. Sneaky Bob with the early advantage, but here comes Sam Hall. Sam Hall not done yet. He's still the divided 180. Sam Hall in control of that Ferrari as they approach the split. Let's see how they do on the jump. Sam Hall gets low altitude and gets launched, and it's a great jump by Sam Hall, and that's a great run by that team. And they will knock off Sneaky Bob 1-0. Sneaky Bob joining us tonight after his earlier race over there at the Modified Diecast Series. He had a hard 4 laps over there. You have to wonder if fatigue is starting to get in the way. We'll see how it goes with lap 2. But right now, Sam Hall gets the early win. He wins 1-0, and it is a time of 21.58. It's going to have to do a little bit better, but that's a great launch, a great jump, and you see Sneaky Bob just out of control a little bit up there on that jump. Not so much for Sam Hall as he gets down to the finish line claiming the first 1-0 win. Upset alert once again for one of those higher seeds. Sneaky Bob on upset alert. Sam Hall and that team DRT3K, once again another fantastic build on the track. And let's see how it does here for lap 2. Sneaky Bob's going to want to give it all he's got. He's not ready to go home either after moving on earlier in the Modified Diecast Series. But Sam Hall right now commanding lead and pulling away. Here goes Sam Hall through the split, slowing it down just a little bit, and he handles that jump just perfectly again. Oh my goodness, the Ferrari down to the finish line. Here comes Sneaky Bob, but nowhere near enough time or track left. And it will be Sam Hall with the upset. And what is with these upsets here? The final pairings of the group, another one. That boy, he did it. And now, once again, it's going to be Sam Hall knocking off Sneaky Bob and that number 21 Lancer Evolution. And it wasn't an easy one, but he got the job done. He's got that jump figured out just fine. He gets down into the open 180, easy enough, nothing stopping him. And Sam Hall executes the entire course beautifully and ends that car in victory lane for a 2-0 win, moving on to the next round. A 19.006 is going to be just fine. The car not for hire. Sam Hall knocking off Sneaky Bob, and he will be moving on to the next round. It's Sam Hall, Stevie J, Red Pill Racing, and Blue Line Racing all moving on, and it is getting real tight around here. These cars are moving on. They're getting a really good workout, and we're going to see next week, Group 4, what they've got for us, and then it's going to be on to a real serious knockout round. That's all the time we've got for today. Thank you for joining us once again here on the Diecast Dude Racing Network. We will see you next week, folks.